Street, Columbus, Wisconsin. My first rehab project, we got it April 15th of 2021. For those of you that really don't know Columbus, there's an older kind of downtown in the middle of the city that's a grid area, a lot of old houses. Definitely excited to keep an eye on this potential market in the future with just the age of the houses and stuff. But we found a single family home. It was 3-bed, 2-bath, is what the wholesaler was listing it as. We ended up listing it when we finished the project as 4-bed, 1.5-bath, 1,700 square feet, older house, just like I said, all of the other houses are in that grid area, built in 1915. Next couple slides are just some pictures of it. This was the outside, the living room. Just from what the neighbor told me, it was a couple. The wife had went to a nursing home, and the husband just kind of let it go, as you can see, with a lot of the older paneling and shag carpets, different colors. That was a kind of a sunroom type thing. They used to have a deck that it came out to. Kitchen area.
Well, those colors are totally coming back inside.
We should have left it, relisted it. Kitchen there, bedroom, an upstairs bedroom. I don't know if you can tell by the picture, but this is Becky's bedroom. She left her mark on it, that was for sure. This was the master bedroom. Bathroom. So as you can see, it needed a lot of work. How I came across it, like I said, was practicing running numbers. I felt comfortable in Columbus, so I started on Zillow, just taking a look every day what was coming on the market. Felt comfortable, like I said, growing up there. Kind of had a little bit of knowledge about good areas versus bad areas, but was like I said, just practicing running numbers. My partner has an Excel sheet similar to, I'm sure a lot of people have, that just add in different things and spits out a rehab projected budget. So I was using that. Came across, it was a foreclosure, but a wholesaler had it under contract as well. Still don't really understand that whole situation, but we were able to purchase from him for $92,000. I think he ended up making $2,000 on it. Was really just trying to get rid of it. Like I said, within the grid of Columbus, so knew that it was a decent area, but older and needed the work. So. Our original numbers here, purchase price, like I said, $92,000. Our original Excel sheet had $50,000 in estimated budgets. Other costs, our holding costs, our buying fees. There was some fees associated with taking it off the wholesaler's hands. Estimated around $20,000, all in around $162 after repair. 205. Actually, now that I think about it, we had it around 190 when we were first going through our numbers. So around 30 to 40 in profit. Like I said, my partner was comfortable with it and approved to move forward with it. He had, I think I have this on the next slide. Well, here's just some examples of the spreadsheet I used, but he was able to gather our private money that we used for it. He's a realtor, so he kind of brought that to the table, where he's had experience with other past previous deals that he's flipped, but then also just the real estate contracts, finding money. So our partnership complemented each other well in that respect, with his previous knowledge and then my desire to do the work on the inside. So like I said, here's kind of our original numbers, as you'll see later, with just the market increase, but also our budget increase, we were thankful to make it out alive. Like I said, funding the deal, connected with a private money lender, used a HELOC. I met him once. He stopped by the property just to see what was going on, but very hands off when it came to the lender side of things. Like I said, I let my partner handle that, but that's definitely something that I feel like in order to take the next step, something I need to learn more about. So if anyone has advice on that, I'd love to hear it. Like I said, with our budget increasing so much throughout the project, my partner used some of his own money as well. And then, like I said, our partnership had a bank account with all three of us, and each of us had a debit card and check access. Rehab plan, like you saw in the pictures, pulling flooring, demoing the kitchen, demoing the bathroom, framing walls, removing the wall paneling, a lot of lath and plaster. Asked my dad on that one. Each shovel, I do 2 5-gallon pails, and probably 100 trips later, we finally got the thing emptied out. But removing upstairs cabinets, just a few of the things that we had done throughout it. Here are a few of the pictures of the lath and plaster. This was that living room that you had originally saw with the wall paneling, and then the kitchen, completely ripped out everything in there as well. That's my buddy, my teammate for when he was there helping me, ripping out the kitchen there. Rehab plan, electrician, it was all knob and tube wiring. Like I have stated on here, kind of relied heavily on my partner since he had done previous flips for some of these contractors. Some of them worked out great, but as I'll talk about in a little bit, some of them not so well. We all lived and learned from it, but electrician, roof, drywall, bathroom, kitchen, and painting, I did myself, flooring, trim, appliances, and a little landscaping as well. So that was kind of what we had, long story short, going into this project. Areas we turned into a bedroom. So the basic finishes of the gray and white trim with brown hardwood flooring throughout the main level. Yeah, that was the living room. Should have thrown some before and after pictures. This was that master bedroom that I had shown. Yeah, it turned out super nice. This was the kitchen. Kept it with the white and gray. One of the pictures of the bathroom. The main lessons that I learned specifically through this project, the rehab estimate, like I said, was higher than the original expected. We had planned for 50, we ended up spending 90 on it. So like I said, we were thankful that the market continued to increase in Columbus, and we were able to get a higher selling point than we originally had estimated. But this is kind of where I'll expand more on it, but we needed a new roof. So that was one of the things. Relying on my partner, we're walking through the project before we make an offer to the wholesaler, he's walking us through different things he's looking for, since this was my first inspection. So he's kind of like, okay, kitchen, this, that. Well, we didn't really, we had already made the offer and had it accepted, and then we walked through, me and my partner and my teammate. So when we got there, he was showing us different things. I asked him about the roof, because it looked horrible. And he was like, yeah, I guess I didn't really notice that, so this was the first step in kind of okay, struggles are gonna happen, you know, so with the roof, we needed a new roof. We were looking around, kind of having out bids, from different companies. One of the contractors that my partner has worked with in the past, he said he could do the roof. He was doing a couple other projects for us. Like I said, like I'm about to talk about, the drywall in the bathroom. So he had worked with him in the past, and as a new real estate investor, I'm like, okay, like you trust him, like he's done good work in the past, you know? So let's move forward with it, not really knowing any better. But we get to the new roof. I think we started the roof, the whole demo process. Me and my teammate were out there every Tuesday and Thursday, because that's what worked with our college schedule and practice schedule. So I think that took about a month or two to get the full demo done with just the time that we had. So we finally got a contractor out there to do the roof. That was our first thing we were gonna take care of, and you know, they get up there, they're doing their work, done. Come out again, do their work, done. And every time, since I live in Columbus, I drive by and I'm looking at the property, you know, and 1 week goes by, 2 weeks goes by, 3 weeks goes by. Well, they ended up taking a month to 5 weeks on this roof, when really, if we would have hired, in another flip, I hired a company out of Portage, and it took them a day to do our roof. You know, so going into this not really knowing anything, I'm like, okay, like I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, it's just taking longer than expected. You know, so first learning point there, hire the right contractor first, but you know, you gotta stay on your contractors, stay on schedule, on budget. So that was the first thing. Well, then the same contractor is doing our drywall, so he has to drywall the whole house. That takes another month, because he was complaining the mud went dry with the humidity in Columbus, because there's no AC in our house at this point. So that took another month. That went a little bit better than the roof, but that needed the bathroom. That ended up having no issues, surprisingly, but that contractor, I mean, just because we knew of him, did a lot of work for us. It ended up turning out all right with some of the work, but not to spoil it, but we ended up needing a new roof when it came to the inspection that the buyers had, with just tar. He used tar to try and patch certain spots. It wasn't done up to code. That's another lesson learned. You know, you pay these contractors so much to do good work. That was another thing I learned, is I placed too much trust in this contractor. It looked good from down below, but I didn't actually go up and walk on top of the roof and look at it myself. So that was, I think, around $12,000 out the door.